and then just leave me until I get satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Satisfaction. Satisfaction. Damn. That's what we was talking about. I was listening to like our party mix on like Sirius XM because
Uh-huh.
I'm still paying for Sirius XM even though I canceled my subscription. They already hit me with the $5. Hey, you gonna keep it for
Ah,
$5? And no, I don't. I because I already thought I didn't have it for the month, so I didn't use it. So like
right,
if I've
right.
gone without it already, then no. So you got me with my $10 now, but I have a calendar alert to cancel. I'm
I
gonna have
love
my
it. I love
fun.
Sirius.
I know it's
I
so
love
much
Sirius
fun.
XM.
I do love Sirius. Ugh.
Why they were playing Whitney on? They were playing "I'm Every Woman" on Saturday when I was taking Aiden to his campaign, and Aiden was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "I'm gonna have to have you walk." He was like, "This is garbage." I was like, "You youth don't know shit, don't know nothing," and maybe that's on me.
No, because I remember when you would drive home from work on your way to pick him up at daycare, you would be playing good music. I remember.
He
But he
says
was
my
a hater
music is
back then.
trash.
He was a hater back then.
He was a hater back then, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know what this show. I don't know. I don't know. He's like, I need my own Spotify because your Spotify has. I don't like the music get played. Then you always keep telling me not to screw up your algorithm. Okay, well, then go listen to Pandora and leave me.
Um yeah, I pay for my Spotify and I'm like, hey, you wanna be on my Spotify? He's like, no. I'm like, well, I guess. My own personal Spotify for me. I love it.
For you. Right, right.
Uh oh.
I'm listening to Pop Goes Punk. That's the we were talking about it at work
Mm-hmm.
about all the and I was like, I love Pop Goes Punk. And they were playing Forever Young this morning. And I was like, I love the Pop Goes Punk version of that. And that's what I played. So I think this week is gonna be a Pop Goes Punk week.
This week, I'm doing my Beyonce shoot, so it's all gonna be like Beyonce getting in like the Beyonce headspace, black woman, bad bitch vibe. You know, doing that whole thing.
I feel you. I feel
Plus,
you on that. I
I
feel
will
you
be
on
in
that.
Atlanta next week, so
Mm-hmm.
gotta mentally prepare for that. I did mentally prepare for that. This is not an ad. They haven't sponsored us yet. Nobody sponsors us. I'm trying to get Zenny
Makes
to
sense.
sponsor us because I love my glasses.
I know.
I'm trying. Maybe this is the week I'll actually clip it and put it in there.
Yeah, you need to. I don't think I used any though, so I don't know.
It's fine.
I think I use Firmo.
It's fine. I use Zenny.
You
I
use Zenny.
I
I
use
mean,
Zenny.
I too will use Zenny if Zenny will send me free eyewear.
Like I already have one in the
I'll go with
cart.
whoever got the best discount. How many classes do you need, ma'am?
Oh, I have these are my 50s. I need my 80s, and then I'm done. My 80s are so cute. They're in the cart, but it's over $100 because I also want like the anti fog stuff.
Yes. Yes.
So the add-ons, are like boop 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 boop.
The
So
add-ons do, but they're better than paying $400 a pair. So
you're
I will
absolutely
take
right. You're
what I can
absolutely
get.
right. Oh,
You look very cute today.
I'm definitely gonna get my 80s before the summer is here because I refuse to like. You want me to be crying in June? If I can make it in June, you see?
I thought y'all were coming in July. Y'all sisters need to figure out what y'all want to do.
But anyway,
Because Phoebe said she could only do one trip and she was going to stay longer in July.
oh, that was not discussed with me at all. This is the first I'm hearing about that.
We all figure it out. Figure it
Yeah.
out. Well, you can't. I guess you can't come in July because you don't like to say it. I think I did a really good impression. I think I did.
Anyway, so what have you been enjoying this week? What's on your matter of fact, hold on. Hold on. hold on, because we've been chit chatting. It's about 6 minutes in. Hey everybody! Oh no, I'm in a party. I'm drinking wine. That's why. Um,
Oh, I didn't drink wine because I'm gonna medicate myself up after this podcast.
I will say, since my doctor doubled up my dosage, I've been feeling a lot more focused
That's
and
good. I'm
more.
happy to hear that.
Yeah, but what's not keeping me focused is the tizzy, because that's always gonna come first. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Black Girl Charmed, a charmed rewatch podcast with, you guessed it, black girls. I am your co-host Ray, who is migraine free for the first time in like weeks. Thank you, Zennies. Thank you, Meds. Joined by my co-host.
The ever exhausted now. I am girl bossing and I'm so tired. And the next person who tells me, well, this is what you manifested is gonna get punched in the throat.
I guess I will shut the fuck up. What's on your
Okay.
report?
Nothing. I'm so tired. Oh, I am out of everything. I started watching The Gentleman last night. Mel does not like it, but it is the first time in a very long time that I am in like super engaged in a show. Outside of like my procedurals,
Yeah.
I'm really super engaged into this.
Yay! I'll watch that with you, as long as it's not something that's on our list, because there are things that we have to watch. I can't watch it by myself, or else I will be in trouble. Um, but yeah, I'll double check, and if it's something that's allowed, we'll do it together.
Oh, I am reading The Kingdom. It was a book talk recommendation for black girls who like kink, and I am struggling. Oh God, I'm struggling. I never finished the Republican thingy because it was weird, and I had my limits, and I got there.
Hmm.
Um, this this one's so like it's almost like a black version of Anastasia Gray. Is that her name? Anastasia?
Anastasia. Well, yes, Anastasia Steele then becomes Gray.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Where she like talks to herself and she's jumped head over heels for this black kink writer and they've had sex multiple times and now she's like, "Well, what are we? We never had this conversation. You don't take me out on a date. All you want to do is fuck." And I'm like, "Oh my god, you're embarrassing us." And I know it's a book, but you read those books and you like cringe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that book is. Yes.
Oh no.
Did I tell you, I am now in 2 campaigns for Dungeons and Dragons and was invited to a third. It's really weird though because it requires me to be sociable.
Mm-hmm.
And so by Saturday night, I'm burnt out. So I don't know if I'm going to pick up a third campaign because I'm tired of talking to people.
That's fair. That's
Right,
absolutely
right.
fair.
But
Um.
other than that, and work, lots of work.
Oh God, I know how that goes. I've been planning this shoot for like
Hmm.
forever, for like the past month. It's finally almost here. The
How you
post
feeling,
office keeps
honey?
playing with me,
Ooh,
because my they attempted delivery today, but
they didn't
nobody
do
knocked
shit.
on my door. They couldn't get in downstairs, and that which is weird because you're the post office, but whatever. They couldn't get in downstairs, so I will be going to the post office probably Wednesday, because they'll reattempt delivery tomorrow. Um, but outside of like the post office being the post office, um, I'm really excited. I got a lot of like, it's Women's History Month, so I wanted to get a lot of women-owned brands, or like women will
I
shop at
saw
like
that.
women-owned stores, and they're trying to bury out. they're trying to bury the lead, but I found a lot of brands, and I can't wait for them to see their work and my work. So yay!
I'm so happy for you. This seems exciting. And
You
you
know,
have like such energy, and you haven't had energy in such a long time. And I'm on the flip side, and I just
yeah, I have like props all over the place. There's like something behind the lap. It's like two things behind the laptop. I have props from an old shoot that's like sticking out. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm back into like photography. Oh my god. Um, but you wouldn't believe it because my watch list is very like expensive this week.
you have
Um,
a heavy watch list.
yes, I'm
Always.
doing Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Of course, I'm also doing The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. I'm finally watching Why Women Kill.
Finally, years later,
Yeah,
I think I watched that in like during COVID time.
yeah, we didn't have YouTube back then, and I don't know. It was just like
Too. Okay.
I need something to watch, and I can't watch with him. So let me
Understood.
find something that I can watch. And I was like, it's
I couldn't
time.
get through season two, but season one is definitely a standout.
Yeah, I think I'm like in episode 8 of season 1.
Okay.
Such such a good show. And
It's a good
what was
show.
her face? Not Mary Margaret. Um, Snow.
Yes.
Yeah, Snow was such a
That's
good
what she'll always
actress.
be.
She's such a good
I love
actress.
her.
hmm
I love her. So you ready to get into this beautiful
Bean
episode?
footage. Yeah.
I was gonna say bean footage, but I always say bean footage, and then my brain started out.
That was cool. So I had like a weird. I was like, it's weird because I'm also watching Parenthood that has,
Again,
yeah, no, it's like I'm rewatching it the whole series, and I
so you're
haven't
watching it
done,
again.
yes, but
Oh,
not, yeah, since it went off the air, not like since whatever. And the husband, Snow's husband from Why Women Kill, is in Parenthood,
okay.
and his wife on Parenthood is homegirl from Will Trent. Like finally got back into because I took a break after cricket. I took a couple weeks off after cricket.
It goes right back. Like, poor Will. Poor
Yeah.
Will.
So it's like, oh, Parenthood, y'all have never left me. Yay. I still have y'all.
Oh,
But anyway, we are on season 3, episode 20, Exit Strategy. The original air date is May 3rd, 2001. The writers this week are Daniel Cerrone. He wrote the teleplay, aka the TV script, and was the executive story editor for the entire third season.
okay.
A
That's his
couple of
fault.
episodes in season 4 and 6, and he's written on The Mentalist, Dexter, and The Blacklist. So
Okay.
he's been near and dear to you all this time, and you didn't even know it. The the other writer credited on the
The other
episode
writer.
is Peter Hugh. Full credits in Sleuthing with the Enemy. That's episode 8 of the season. He created the plot lines and the dialogue. So if you want to know what the difference is,
Okay.
Joel J
Okay.
is back. His full credits are in season 2, episode 19, Ex Libris. The guest stars this week is Amy Moon as Lisa, 14 credits, including Underworld, The Shield, and MTV's Undressed. Raynar and Tarkin are back. Their full credits are in the last episode. Rachel Luttrell as Jana, 37 acting credits, including Arrow, Zombieland Double Tap, and the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. So she's still been working. Yes, my black queen. Get them checks. Get them checks. Hey, it's Women's History Month. I'm always going to shout out a woman, especially a woman of color.
I'm about to say because you ain't shout out the first witch.
Well, Her credits included Underworld, The Shield, and MTV's Undress.
I mean,
So,
but when MTV Undressed in high school was amazing to me. I was so upset when they did it. I used to watch every season. I loved it. I wonder if I could watch that on like Hulu or something. All right, let's get into this
hold
because
on, I'm not
I
even
have
done
I
yet.
have stuff to say. I
I'm not
know,
done
I
yet.
know.
Okay, so this episode marks a personal, sorry, trivia. This episode marks a personal power balance between all the sisters. All three sisters have two powers. Prue has telekinesis and astral projection. Phoebe has premonition and levitation. And Piper has molecular immobilization and combustion. This is the first and last time the sisters will bless a soul. I don't know why they stopped doing this. This is actually really beautiful, minus the cold
It
part, but
was
we'll get
really
into
beautiful.
that. Um, it's revealed that Leo was born in 1924, making him 77 at the time. This is the last time Prue and Cole would interact with each other on screen. And I don't know, this is really cute to me. I don't know why I added it, but the French title was Le Retour de Balthazar, The Return of Balthazar. And the Portuguese title was Poder Explosivo, Explosive Power.
Pooh. I'm such a child.
Yep. There is no music this
I'm a child.
episode.
No.
The IMDb synopsis is Phoebe is worried when her love, Cole, stays undercover in a demon brotherhood, but the danger turns dire when Cole's old mentor plots to bring out his evil side and turn his massive
Wow.
powers against the Charmed Ones. The
Wow.
DVD synopsis is when Cole is framed for the killing of a witch the sisters try to protect, he finds it harder to contain his dark side, while Phoebe can no longer control his power. Sorry, her powers. Why would it say Phoebe? It's supposed to be Piper. Yeah, the DVD fucked up.
Does it
And
really?
yeah, it says because I don't even retype it. I just copy it from the photo, and it literally says
Uh-huh.
Phoebe can no longer control her powers.
Her vagina.
You're right. Maybe that's the powers they're talking about. But anyway, the Black Girl Charm synopsis is Phoebe is frustrated because Cole hasn't contacted her in a week. Prue picks her up in the mausoleum to get some rest. Meanwhile, Piper resorts to fraud to have a normal honeymoon. Rainer holding um I don't know why that tickled me. Um Raynor is holding on to Cole to try to rid him of his love infection, frames him for the killing of a witch the sisters try to protect. Meanwhile, at the post office, Piper becomes overwhelmed, causing her to trigger the powers of molecular combustion. Knowing how to break Phoebe and Cole up, Raynor uses Cole's father's soul to blackmail him, resulting in Cole's unaliving of an innocent and ending his relationship. All right.
Womp womp womp. We're going to do plot A first to get it out of the way.
What's plot A?
Because
What's
plot A
plot
is gonna be
A?
we should do like okay, we should have like music. But anyway, so plot A is gonna be Piper and Leo. You ready?
Okay.
I figured we get it out the way. I figured we
The
get it out the way.
Brokeys! The Brokeys! They're broke and they committing fraud. Da-na-na-na. They're scammers.
I think you had way more than just one glass. Are you supposed to be mixing alcohol in your migraine medication?
I have not taken my medication for the night, so ha ha ha. Touche.
She on something, guys. She's on something. I don't know
Not right
what.
now, I'm not. This is some delicious jam jar.
I'm too sober for you. So they're supposed to be planning or going to have their honeymoon in Paris. And the very first thing I thought was,
Who paying for this?
y'all don't have no money. Right, right, right. Like are y'all stealing? What are y'all doing? Y'all selling some of
Be-
grandma's charms? What's
no, I
happening?
know exactly what happened. I know exactly. She used magic. because remember
Okay.
all that spending and whatnot she did last, well, it was like 2 weeks ago in San Francisco.
Oh,
She
she sold all
did
that off.
not only just that, she did some magic to undo the spending she did, and she was just like, it wasn't me, Piper, who did the spending.
So she's just putting
Drunk,
it right back on her card.
yeah, yeah. She couldn't keep the money, but that's how the magic worked itself out. Like she couldn't keep all the money from it.
Okay.
She went back to
Okay.
zero. So this is how she's gonna
I
get
mean, I
her.
guess.
Yeah, because that's the only way that makes sense. Like that's the only thing that makes sense.
I guess. I guess. And then in their conversation in the kitchen, she's gonna write in, change the dates on his birth certificate. But don't they verify all that information to make sure you are who you say you are?
Not according to
Or
the
is
end
this
of this
because it's
episode,
before
because Pipe
2011? I was gonna. It's also before,
9/11.
right? Back in those days, they were a little fast and
You're
furious with a
right.
lot of stuff,
Definitely left the country without a passport before 9/11, and then
right?
yeah, and
And
then
then
that
she
tragic
brings up
day.
Dan.
And Leo, oh, do I remember him? Yeah, he tried to steal you away from me. Y'all weren't together.
And she went willingly. She was getting frequent back shots and then cereal. A little breakfast in bed. What do you mean?
And then
she
cereal and
she was like with the
jewelry. What
cleft
more
jaw.
could a woman want?
We were robbed. We were robbed.
Somebody
Okay,
in our
that's all
TikTok
else I gotta say
comments,
on them.
somebody in our TikTok comments was just like, for somebody who wanted the normal life so badly, why would she be with Leo? And girl,
Girl, we are asking the same exact question week. And I was having an epiphany as I was making my second chai of the day that the editors really like they they shoved it down our throat that she was supposed to be the sister with the normal life. And I love the fact that us as a whole have just rejected it, because you can't on one hand say I deserve to have a normal life and do every single thing against having a normal life. And
and
that's all I have to say on plot A.
what I will also say about plot A, it is also drives the point home that this man is not a good white lighter. He is despicable at his job, and I just don't understand.
But you know what? All of them suck. And we will get into that. We get to the main plot. But all of them suck.
Because how don't you know this by now? How don't you know?
All of them suck. All of them suck.
I just, I'm suppressing a cough right now because I don't want to do the editing on that. But Piper is just downright frustrating in this episode, and I don't recognize who this character is. You're whiny about, oh, if it's just taking him this long to hear back from the elders, my powers must really be wonky. Oh, something's wrong with me. They're punishing me. Here's my long list of like offenses. But what have you done? You haven't done anything wrong. And for the most part,
Ooh, ooh, yeah. Sorry.
what have you done for me? Um, you haven't done anything wrong to be punished, and you've even, for the most part, converted Balthazar to the good guys. So you're hello, like you're good. What are you complaining about?
I mean, I feel in that sense, it's almost I not necessarily imposter syndrome, but she was so scared that they were going to take Leo away from her and
Surprise.
ruin her life.
Ooh.
I don't know why you would care, but now that it's happening and everything is okay, she always has that lingering, am I doing something wrong? But it's Leo, and I just don't have any sympathy. So,
I just can't see myself allowing my sister to marry a man if she don't like not even marry a man, but stay in a marriage. Like, girl, you tried to kill him before y'all got married, so that should have been a sign. And you have had
hmm
nothing but you've been you all you have been is in an anxiety ridden mess since you've gotten married. Like, if getting married was the goal, getting married was to get them off your back. What are you still complaining about? Why are you still not satisfied? Why are you still not happy? Why are you finding fault where there is none? And it's because if your relationship was really good and really solid and what it was supposed to be, you wouldn't be this conflicted. But deep down in your heart, Leo's not who you're supposed to be with. But I can't say
uh,
that.
nope, nope. So you want to do plot? You ready for the main plot?
If I was Prue, I was finding some random peen at P3 and minding my business. We're not even going back to the manor. We going back to your spot.
The fact that Phoebe sits in the mausoleum waiting for Cole. Get a job, sis. Do something with your. I just
You just got your degree. You just got your degree. And what you doing? Hanging out in a mausoleum? Doing
like
nothing?
a loser. Like a loser. Raynar was
And she
smart
didn't
though.
even
I
have
think Raynar.
she didn't even have an overnight bag or nothing. Like some little toiletries to like
She
freshen up. She was just there with like
she
day
just
three
being
funk.
funky.
She didn't have her little like her little water, little pint of water so she can rinse. Come on, this
Well,
girl
that's
is.
I don't care.
You're
Both of gonna
right.
take that shit regardless.
You're absolutely right.
I will say this episode, as much as I rolled my eyes at a lot of it, I think the writing in this episode is reminiscent to like the highs of Charmed. And so for me, this one is always very close to my chest because I feel like the writing. I really like Raynar. I've always loved him
Raynard's
as
such
an
a good.
actor.
He is such
He's just
a
such a good
good
bad guy.
villain. Yeah. So I would like if this is a good episode, minus the
Outside
silly.
of
Yeah, minus the like if you take the Brokeys out of it, it's an amazing
well,
episode.
outside of that, and outside of the magical Negro as well, because I saw Homegirl before we even get there. My friend, I
Mm.
beg you. You are a witch. You own a witch shop. You have a talisman that should not be taken off your neck. Why are there no protect? Like I understand it's Balthazar, all right, but you ain't have zero protections in your witch shop. Make
You
that
see how
make
quickly I
sense.
you see how quickly I grabbed that oil? See? Girl.
You ain't have a prayer to say, nothing. Then you getting yoked up by this demon, and your white lighter is nowhere to be found. Nowhere. This motherfucker don't light in.
Because he is at the post office committing fraud. You forgot?
I assumed that she had another white lighter because there ain't no way y'all gave him more charges.
Remember, that's why his powers go. Woo. I mean, that's why her powers go crazy because he get the jingle jangle, and she
She
like
gets the
two
jingle,
2 freaking hours, and it blows up,
and
and
then
then
it blows up. Okay, all right. So,
he or
but
from
but
there
in this
to
instance, my issue isn't with Leo. In this
it's for her.
instance, you
We
you
always gonna find a way to blame
know
the
that the
victim.
demons.
One thing about us, we gonna blame a victim.
But you know why? But you know why I'm blaming the victim? And I'm gonna explain this to you. I'm gonna explain this to you right here and now why I'm blaming the victim. And I'm not blaming the victim when she got yoked up the first time, right? Because who's expecting my big daddy Balthazar to come and yoke your neck up, right? Like I wasn't expecting that. And I too, I too might have waited to see if he would yoke me up again, but that's because I have a kick. This bitch is cowering in the fucking corner. Bitch, what? Get up. Leave. Where is your bag?
Get up, stand up.
The facts.
Oh shit.
The fact that Rainer showed up and she was like cowering in the corner irked me because he should have shown up and be like, oh, wait, this bitch. I smell her. I smell the patchouli,
What's funny?
but I don't see her.
It's not funny, haha. It's funny, aww. Because, because he was Radar said the whose Balthazar, the demon who's gonna be responsible for your death
Framed for your death.
your death, right? And you saw it like, but I'm not dead.
Oh, shit.
Should not be funny.
I am sorry. That man
Just like that girl who
turned
got killed
from
by
a human being. What you want to say something wild, reckless right now? Ray.
I'm remembering our episode about bisexual lighting and how we blamed her then.
I just don't understand. I don't understand though. If you get yoked up, right? This man was a monster. He is red with with like black stripes, looking like a big ass tiger.
She was stunned.
This big ass evil.
Not this inside out tiger, no. She was stunned.
Ray.
She was
Ray.
stunned. She
Ray.
was stunned. What do you mean? She was
And then
nervous.
she was ablaze. And then she went ablaze. Okay.
So she goes boom boom bye bye. Boom bye bye.
I hate
This
you.
episode is cuckoo bananas and I love it. This is what happens when you girl boss and you go away from me for a week. I have all this energy.
I'm sorry. You could have talked to me. I ain't sleep until like I would have to be up at like 6:30 and I would fall asleep at 2:00 and then I'd get cold and I'd get hot. It was horrible. It was so bad. It was so bad.
But all right.
I hated this.
She goes up in flames. Prue and Phoebe walk in. And
late like, again.
Prue's just like, I don't know.
What is a track record?
As of late, I don't know. Prue's just like, I'm not saying he did it. I'm definitely not saying he did it. But somebody set her on fire. I don't know who did it. I'm not saying it's him. But somebody set this bitch on fire. And Phoebe's just like, and you think it's cold, right? Right, you raggedy ass bitch. You want any chance to bring him down.
I would have slapped her. I would have slapped her. I said this in season 1. I said it when we had the flashbacks with Grams. Why ain't put pause on this bitch? All she needed was one good, bitch, shut the fuck up. That's all she needed. All she needed was one of them. Because, bitch, I just said, I'm not saying it's him. But it smells like burnt flesh and suspicion.
There is a charred outline and a partially charred curtain to my left, bruh.
Your man just said he had an assignment. Like,
we can still smell her hair, and you like, what are you talking about? I never want to be so digmatized. I'm this stupid.
You know, I would like to know what it feels like.
Maybe a little bit of delusion will make me happier. I don't know.
Right,
Uh,
right. Just a little Delulu. And let's talk
because
about my girl Jana. Can we please? I want to talk about. I want to talk about Phoebe and her delusions though, because it's going to get worse. Because it's going to get worse.
either way, I got smoke for Phoebe on both. I got smoke for all these girls when it comes to Jana. Because
That's
what
why I was
have
like, let's just hold your smoke when it comes to Jana. Because first of all, right, the fact that they are shocked and wowed about the fact that Jana knows like all of these tricks and herbs in the kitchen. Didn't y'all asses get sent back in time? And y'all great grandmama told y'all what the fuck y'all supposed to be doing, and y'all still wasn't doing it. Y'all not even a year later, y'all still wasn't doing what your mima said to do back in the day. Why are we always the magical Negro? What are you doing, Squidward?
Oh, you were spitting out hot fire, so I was doing the page dance do it.
I don't. I was like, what is she doing?
It was just like, talk your shit, bitch. I ain't gonna say nothing. Just talk your
I
shit.
just, it is so wild to me that, and then she's like, oh my god, you guys are the charm boys. They don't even know how to make a fucking potion. If I was Jenna, I'd be like, these corny ass bitches don't even know what the fuck a Billings root is. Come get me, sis. They are gonna get me murdered. And that been my last text because I don't even survive 45 minutes later. I'd have been dead.
It reminds me of that Supernatural episode where they also come up against a magical Negro, but he's reading them for filth and being like, "You think you know something because you know something? You don't know nothing. You know nothing about what we do here, all right?" Asking me what Goofa dust is. I thought you knew everything. I thought because you a hunter and you John Winchester's boy, you know everything. You don't know nothing. And I wish that Jana had that
And
same
I think that's
energy.
why I liked the singular black man. Right, the singular black man in Supernatural, because he was not from what I remember, because I feel like we're going to do the rewatch and it's going to destroy Supernatural for me. But from
I
what I
mean,
remember,
it's
he
it's it's two white men. It's really not that hard to think that we're gonna be disappointed.
you could have just stopped that man. You could have just stopped that man.
You're
I mean,
absolutely right, but
you even had to bring color into it. You could have just stopped that man.
I
Also,
would say
I
it's a
saw
different
her
sense.
and I saw how knowledgeable she was. Say what's on your heart, sis.
We've been saying this since season one. It's disrespectful to us who have been born and raised in this. You walk in backwards if you coming in after 11. You have to have water by your door. You have to have Florida water. You have to have sage. You have to have like we are taught this our entire lives, and we don't have people knocking down our door trying to like send us to the underworld. Y'all don't ever take the time to research unless there's dick involved, and it's disgusting.
I, and
You ain't never
we
see
gave
Phoebe
them
do
grace
research.
because Grams.
No, Grams is a
We give
whack
them
ass
grace
teacher. Remember?
because we give them grace because Grams didn't want them part of that world. However, since me and Melinda, y'all should have known better. Like I just knew. I just knew when she told them, like, "Oh, you don't know what Billings root is?" Da 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 da. I was like, "Oh, she not making it out this episode. Let me not get attached. She's gonna die."
It was funny. I was watching it
It was
with
nice to know you,
Jose,
sis.
and he was just like,
And then she dies.
these girls, they don't even know how like simple
When
first
she was putting
aid.
the so you know how they had the battle and the girls were able to stop Cole because Cole ain't really want to kill Phoebe. I would have probably taken out Piper though, just because of her incessant whining. I would have taken out her sister and be like, "Oh, it was a mistake. It was a fireball that got got astray. I don't know what I should have done." Blah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but when she put the salve on Phoebe, she was like, "Oh my god, this is so soothing. I don't feel anything." But Belinda and team showed y'all how to do that at the beginning. Y'all deserve everything y'all get.
They do. They absolutely, positively do. Because they don't retain anything
They
at all. All they
didn't even
do,
retain Dick. They don't even retain their man.
I just feel that Piper had too much bass in her voice. What'd you do to Leo? Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't give a
First
fuck.
off, Cole looked like a crackhead. That man is tweaking the fuck out. Nobody gives a fuck about Leo. And he looking at her like, do you not see me? Do you not see me struggling? I don't give a fuck about this.
Cole was
I
definitely
don't give a
just
fuck
like,
about him when I'm good. I definitely don't give a fuck about him now.
Cole was like, please help me. Please. God.
You
Put me
know,
out my misery. Make me mortal. Strip my power. Something. I can't do this no more. Please. Please, God.
can we? All right. So let's okay. And it's, we as viewers are aware
Mm-hmm.
that Raina has this man's father's soul. Why
Mm-hmm.
do the white liners not know that this soul has gone missing, that this soul never made it?
Every week we get on this
I'm
podcast
sorry.
and
I'm sorry. I'm
discuss
sorry.
a different
I'm sorry. It's just a
documentary
huge plot hole.
where
It's like a
fail.
crater.
Every week we discuss a different documentary where Leo's, and look at it, it's Leo's. God, Leo don't do his job on the show, and Leo's don't do their job in real life. Why would you think the
That's
elders?
rude.
Why would you think the elders would even know about that? Why? Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
My sister in
So
Christ. I'm touching your hand in spirit. You know that. You know
I
better.
just this man is struggling. He is trying so hard to not kill this motherfucker. He don't give a fuck about Jenna. All he wants is his Phoebe, and he will be happy. That's it. He's like, if she don't take me as Balthazar, I'm gonna be good because that's what she want from me. And so Jenna ends up, guys, as you know, when she was introduced to us, she don't make it out this episode at all.
I'm gonna be real with you. If that's how the amulet protects me, I'm better off dead.
Well, when Raynor blasts her and she gets knocked out, the amulet falls out her hand, so it couldn't protect her.
No,
And
I
then when
meant
Raynor
more
was like, "Don't
so.
forget, I got your daddy."
No, I knew exactly what I was talking about because she uses the amulet to protect her, and instead of it like really protecting her, it still throws her across the room. If that's how you protect
She
me,
ain't
don't
though.
protect me.
She ain't that though. She
Yes,
dead.
but now I am
So,
concussed and I have a broken wrist.
so while all this is happening, Radar is just gonna keep going. Radar is consistently like golden cold, like I got your daddy in my back pocket. Fuck you, motherfucker. I got your daddy. What you gonna do about
I
bitch?
got
You
your
gotta kill
man
to get your
and
daddy
you
back.
can't
She
do
right there.
anything
She,
about
right.
it.
So Balthazar ends up taking over. And while all this is happening, Phoebe's bitch, she is peeking through the attic. She ain't, oh, I mean, poor Prue. She knocked the
So what I made this bypass is at this point, Raynar and Tarkin are doing, they're going on the offense. Um, Raynar is distracting the Strong Ones downstairs so Raynar can, go cold into killing Jana upstairs. And this is
she knocks out
such,
Leo.
no, 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 no. No, not even that. This is
What?
This is a preview for 2 episodes from now, where Piper is screaming, "Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe! Please, we get our asses beat! Phoebe, help us! Help us, Phoebe! We can't! Oh my
She
God,
came downstairs like, what? She came downstairs like, why are you bothering me and my man? She was so annoying.
Piper, Piper is screaming for help. Like, Phoebe, my powers are janky. I need you to hire something. Come levitate and kick some ass, please.
Phoebe,
Phoebe.
she
And
took
she,
her sweet ass time and was so annoying.
it is as if you were on the, because you know you rich and shit, and you got 2 floors in your house. It's you call it
Can't stand you.
Aiden. You on the first floor, and Aiden on the second floor, and he just coming down the stairs like, boy, what do you want? Leave me alone,
That's
mom.
literally a petulant teenager. That's exactly what she is. And Piper goes to freeze or blow up Tarkin or whatever,
She meant to
and
freeze him.
ends up missing, and the bookshelf crashes up.
She like blows up the book, knocking poor fruit.
She ends up defeating Tarkin. Her next blow does land. It doesn't freeze him, but he gets blown up. So good for you, Piper. Good, because you're gonna
Good
need
for Glen
in
Coco.
season 4. So let's go. Okay, so let's go back upstairs, right?
Hmm.
So Phoebe's like,
But
"Fuck this shit, you good? I'm going back to my man."
so she don't see Tarkin. Have you ever watched Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta?
A very long. I'm old, girl. A very long time ago. I've only watched it once when it first came out. So I don't remember nothing.
So there's a scene, there's multiple scenes in that movie where either John Travolta or Nicolas Cage are doing face waterfalls, where they just like run their hands across somebody's face like this. And you don't see Tarkin face waterfall and Balthazar, Phoebe, while you looking at him through the crack. You may see that. You may see the face waterfall. You may see him being like, "I got your daddy's soul, and you can't do
No.
anything about it." You may see all that shit. Them
Girl,
motherfuckers was
make
running
that
them
the
hoes.
episode name.
I got your daddy's soul, and you can't do anything about it.
So I mean, so bye bye Jenna. Jenna go poof, and Phoebe's like, "How dare you?" Now I'm gonna skip through all that shit because I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So clearly the women are angry at Cole, right? They're upset with Cole because Cole killed an innocent, and how dare he have killed an innocent. But I don't get, right, because Phoebe goes through this whole spiel on like, you only did this to get to the manor and get into the book, and get in the book to get through me, all of this shit. First of all, this man looked like he is coming off of a cocaine high. This motherfucker is tweaking the fuck out. And she goes on this whole last monologue, right? So before this, I don't think we mentioned this, but Jana helped them create the potion to take away Cole's powers. If you thought that this man was trying to get to you, and he's one of the biggest baggest demons that have ever done it, and he tells you, "Give me the potion. I don't want these powers anymore. All I want is you." Why would you throw the potions on the floor? Like, if you thought he is genuinely evil, doesn't that mean that he's coming back after y'all guys to kill y'all?
But he can't use the talisman against her because remember, evil can't use talisman. The talisman will only work in his favor if she stripped his powers, so he wouldn't be invincible.
He didn't
Hello.
even. The talisman is still on the floor next to Jana.
Hello. Obviously, he would be like super badass if he still took the potion and be invincible. He's just regular degular Balthazar, and we got like demon flesh in the freezer. We can make a potion anyhow.
And the other two were like, yeah, yeah, what Phoebe said. I was just,
Piper, her bitch ass, pipe down. I don't never want to hear you speak. Your man ain't got no hands. Raynard didn't even fully come onto the scene before you were like. He didn't fully even like. He shimmer. He didn't even shimmer before he blew
I
you
would
up.
never, I would take my chances without a white lighter. I'm good. I'm good. I see the good work that you guys are doing up there in the clouds. I'm good. I see the track record.
Raynard wasn't even fully corporeal before he was like, "Get your bitch ass out of here." And I stand. I fucking stand because get him the fuck out of here.
I just don't get it. So the next day, Cole is gone. Cole has lost the love of his life. So he's upset. He's cracked out. And the next day, they're finally cleaning up the mess. Piper says while she never really trusted Cole, she does think that there's some good in him. Phoebe's like, there's no good in him. But they
No,
decide to do like a.
Prue's like, so we all agree that he still was kind of we good, right? But that's what we going with, right? Because I was just doing it for Phoebe, but if you believe it, I believe it. You believe it? All right.
So Phoebe ends up lighting and blessing a candle for the two witches that have fallen, their sister in Christ, their friend, and her lost love. And then they light the candle. And then we get to Cole's badass. And this
She should
is
have did that shit in
one
her
of the
bedroom
most.
by herself. Don't do that shit. Don't. No. 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 I'm so serious. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit over here.
This.
Take that shit up to your room. Do that shit by yourself.
Why? But
No.
it was three of them, and she had three candles. There was which I don't know if they just because I remember like in season 1, I could identify some of the stuff that they did, and I can't because it was like a green candle, a white candle, and a purple candle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why she didn't do 2 white candles and a red candle.
Because they probably found whatever was in the attic and was just like, we never really use these
So
candles.
she didn't even put no effort. Wow.
Do they put effort into anything besides penis?
I'm trying to see if there's any notes. Which I feel like you would have found it if there was.
Any cultural significance for the flowers? I doubt it. I don't know. It just.
Okay. So.
Because I just feel like
we.
Janet and the other girl, their deaths were
We're never going to hear about them again.
Yeah, but their deaths were so meaningless.
Lisa deserved it.
No, like. I just feel it's so fucked up that they were just used as pawns or whatever. I don't really feel bad about like the whole like because obviously every episode needs a sacrificial lamb, but in the grand scheme of things, it was just like it's so fucked up that these 2 women die for shits and gigs because they didn't need the amulet for nothing. They didn't. They didn't need the amulet. They can't use the amulet. There's no.
Well, he says. I mean, he uses it to try to get Cole turning back evil.
But
so I guess in some way, Raynard.
That's what I'm saying. They like these ladies didn't have to die for anything. We're just like, oh, because we need to break these 2 people up. That's mad fucked up. And then you go like lump them together with the person like that's partially responsible for my death. You gonna bless me with the person who killed me? Come on, that's fucked up. It's so insensitive and this, like, oh yeah,
it's Phoebe. It's the charmed ones. That's literally what they do.
I know, and I'm just like, it just rubs me the wrong way. Do that shit on your own time. Because let's be honest, the only person really mourning Cole's soul is you. Like, where the fuck Leo?
Mama?
Where Leo at? That's his charge. That's his fucking charge that died. He not went down there lighting no candles.
Leo went to go get a passport. What are you talking about?
Your charge is dead. Your charge is dead. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna commit fraud.
It's time for me to go get a passport.
The charm ones are they're evil. What the
And
fuck?
I'm
These
gonna
women. Yeah.
like, okay, just so finally Raynar goes out with a bang.
Does he go out with a
Cole
bang
meets
or
him in
does he go out
hell.
with a ugh? Cause he got good at
He went
like
out
a.
he went out with a bang. He went out with a bang. And I'm gonna tell you why. He hands over Cole's father's soul. He hands him his daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And Cole is like, you took the love of my life from me, and I'm gonna take your life. I've been waiting for this. And he stabbed him. Like in prison.
Oh, it just Sorry, it just reminded me of you saying that.
Flashbacks of another time. Because you know you a
No,
gangster.
with my gangster lean, aka gangsters need love too. Volume 2. No,
I give you an inch, you take a mile.
that was the name of the episode like 2 weeks ago.
No,
But the source has had Cole's dad's soul this entire time. Because when
just hold
Raynor
on to
was,
that shit.
that's why the good guys ain't know anything about it. Because he was
Oh,
like,
they don't. Yeah, you're right.
the source was like, "Oh, this whole shit. I guess you can have it. I don't know. I forgot I had this shit."
But they wouldn't know who's ascended or not. I guess not. I mean, they don't know anything anyway. So
Leo has been effectively
I,
lying
I,
about
I,
being a white lighter for 60 fucking years. They don't know shit.
I
This
all right, all
motherfucker
right,
who this
all
motherfucker
right, all right. Look at you. You were gonna go on a rant.
I was like, this motherfucker had to go upstairs to check with his bosses about a promotion that his wife was due to get anyway. Fucking loser. Anyway, Raynar, rest in peace
You
to a
had to
bad
get that in
bitch.
there. He was like, he
Rest in
goes,
peace to a bad bitch.
because this is exactly what I wanted. I can feel your heart beating, and I know you enjoyed this. And so, in that sense, I have done my job. And then he drops to his knees, and the flames engulfed him. And if he had cackled, it would have only have added to his. It was so great. I love this. Oh, I love the guy who plays Radar. He's such a good actor, and it is with him and crackhead Cole. See, Cole was Cole was out there. I mean, he had the sunken eyes. He was like, Phoebe, Phoebe, look at me. Look at me. This is not me. I am suffering. Save me. And she was like, I will not save you. Like, what is wrong with you?
Cole has not. Cole is just like, please, please believe me, please, please. I'm so tired. I'm weary. My body hurts.
I did this for you. The only reason why I'm even in this predicament is because I went undercover for you.
Because you
Yo.
had to hide out my brother in the alley. You killed my brother in the alley, and here we are.
And here we are, and you not a drop of empathy. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. But this was a really good. This was really outside of the Brokeys. This was one of my favorite episodes
Yeah, this
of
was
the season.
fun because even though we lost the villain didn't lose.
Right. I feel like this
He was
is the first time in a very long time that we've gotten a very complicated and well written plot.
yeah. Who did this again? I don't know. It was somebody named Sarone. Sarone. Daniel and Peter. Y'all did your thing on
Y'all did
this.
that.
You know
Y'all did
what?
that.
Daniel went on to The Mentalist,
See?
Dexter, and The Blacklist. So yeah, I can see some Dexter and Raynar. Yeah, the little puppet master. Yeah. I mean, yeah, outside of the Brokeys, this was a very entertaining episode.
It was.
Cause again, I wish before these 3 seasons were up, We saw like a real good 1-2 combo between not Alyssa, between Prue and Phoebe, especially in this episode, because the only person really riding for you is Prue, and every time you want to take out your
And you always got something to
frustrations,
say.
it's on Prue.
Always. I'd have popped in them out. But that's just me and my anger issues. Maybe
I
if
would
this
have
was
went
like an
to
HBO or Showtime.
if this was HBO or Showtime. Prue would have went to P3, grabbed a bottle from behind the bar, glug glug glug, and then met somebody on the dance floor, hit them with the because she was always
There's a murder on the 10th floor.
What are the tweaks you would make for this episode besides not having the Brokeys in it?
I mean, I gotta say it right, like the magical Negro and the lack of growth between the girls. Like, how dare you go back meet Melinda, and you still don't
Y'all
know?
were doing magic with apples and don't know nothing about nothing.
I'm telling you, if I was her, if I was Jenna, I would be so upset. Like, this is who has been designated the charmed ones. I'm telling you, I would be like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, and I would be texting you. I would be spending my minutes and my 5 cents to let you know what is going on in this house. My coven sister.
You know what? I'm gonna take it back. First of all, we got singular, so it's after 7. It's not really that much money, so singular had to be different. Like
I
if you're
remember
calling
that.
the,
I remember that.
that's
Mm-hmm.
you
AT&T
know,
bought them out. Yep.
yeah, they that old orange man.
I would have been in the bathroom. You'd be like, what is taking her so long? Oh, it's y'all food. My stomach hurts. That's probably why they
Um,
let her die.
let's. See, I think I I would have Leo actually give a fuck that his charge died. And I would have Piper have a
He waited
backbone.
for the passport less than 24 hours later. I was like, let's go to Paris. Yo.
Only for her to be like, no, because I
No.
have this new power and I don't want to get anxious at that. Like, yes, thank you for thinking about the other people on the plane, but why couldn't you just orb? It's not like we're in the year of fucking Facebook where you gotta have to check in and shit. Who would have known that you didn't fly? Like, who would have known
Yo,
this?
the attic smells like melted flesh. And the first thing you did when you got up this morning was go to the post office.
Yo,
That is wild.
these niggas are villains. These motherfuckers are really some villains. They are
Do you,
some.
do you think though, when Prue bites the dust, like the other witches are just like, you put in what you get out?
You know what? I'm rating this episode 7 Springer Show DVD extras. But
Wow.
yeah.
R.I.P. Springer.
Yeah.
Jerry, Jerry,
Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry. Um because this was very Springer esque towards the end where it was just like you was this your big plan, Cole? To bring me here on the Jerry Springer show to embarrass me in front of everybody? Fuck you.
They were in the back like, yeah, you tell him, sister.
Well,
I'm going to give it 8 halfway houses.
8 halfway houses is fucking wild. My God. Rest in peace to Raynar. Rest in peace to Tarkin. Y'all were real ones. Y'all were so entertaining, and
Tarkin was entertaining.
I wish you could stick around, but we can't have no good
See, could
shit.
you imagine if we had a full season of that, though? Of the writing that was Raynar? Oh, Or at least like half the season from like mid-season to the ending. That'd have been perfect.
It's weird because Daniel is the executive story editor for the entire third season. So his hands
It was
were
Daniel's
literally
fault.
like, how can Daniel like give us this? And then a lot of the other episodes also were like products of his. So it's very weird and uneven. Um I guess some of the I get Peter did the plot lines and the dialogue, so kudos to Peter. You did your job, bruh. Do
Hmm.
you have anything for the people?
We're getting there. We have 3 episodes left. 2 episodes left before the
Too.
finale.
Yeah.
Oh my. There's a murder on the dance floor.
Um, I got nothing. I have to eat dinner to sop up all this jam jar that's in my system. But if you like this podcast, rate and subscribe. 5 stars, four
Oh,
stars,
look at
all
you.
that lovely jazz.
Four
Um,
stars. What is that?
I don't want to pressure people and be like, give me 5 stars, I'm gonna fight you. Like, nah, we say like a lot, and maybe that annoys some
Give
people, or
me
maybe
5 stars or I'm gonna fight you.
all right,
What you
whatever.
mean? Give me 5 stars or I'm gonna sick her on you.
Um, we have video on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. So there's that,
Mm-hmm.
guys. Woohoo! Woohoo! I don't know if there'll be an episode next week.
I don't think there'll be an episode next week. We're both working next week.
Yeah, I was like, it's either going to have to be another
Friday.
Friday or Monday because I come back Sunday.
Okay, so we'll just wait till next Monday.
Mhm.
You're the whole week in Atlanta?
Yeah, Monday to Saturday.
Bless you, my child.
I know. Not an
Bless
ad.
you.
Not an ad. But Ollie stress gummies. Not an ad. But
You, do they not put it in bottles anymore? That's smart.
this is from the this is from the Target travel section.
Oh wow. Oh, you might need something a little bit stronger than that.
Oh, we got that on lock. We do. We do.
Oh,
We do.
okay. All right. All right.
All
Well
right.
then.
Well, so much as be hoes. We will see y'all next week, baby.
Maybe. Well, the week after. We'll see you on the flip side.
Yes.
You're so weird.
I know.